Hi, I'm Tinny from Mini Bull Design. Today I'm out in the dooryard with my Trike. And on this video, for you bike guys, I'm going to answer all kinds of questions that I've gotten in my emails. Measurements, angles, and all that. So let's move this inside on a level cement floor. And I've got an angle gauge here, and we'll run through it. I was even surprised when I did it. So let's get going. Now, after going on YouTube and studying analytics, I found out that my #1 video that gets the most views is the one on steering geometry on my playlist, bike playlist. So real quick, let me do some measuring here so you'll have something to go by because some of my videos are misleading. Okay, this center angle really, I didn't worry about it that much because if you make the front measurement, the back measurement, and the center measurement correct, that angle will take care of itself. One of my reference points is right here where the axle comes out of the bearing. And from there to the ground on a level surface is 16 and a half. 16 and 1/2 inches. The back is 13 and 1/2 inches. 13 and 1/2 inches. And from the lowest point on the frame to the ground is 4 inches. 4 inches. Okay, now, the bone of contention here is this angle right here. So let me flip this up and move the camera, and we'll do that. Okay, if you take this beam before it's cut and it's straight, put it in your, well, I put it in my bandsaw and cut it. I cut it at 20 degrees. That means that this piece here on the end of it has a 20-degree angle on it. Then it took the other piece, which had a 20-degree angle on it, and flipped and put it back together. So your combined angle here is 40 degrees. And let me put this up here. Let me drop this for a minute. Let's set it up there and then I'll put it back. Okay, you can see those zip ties that hold me up a little bit, but they're all the same height. So 38.7. Okay? So, although you make a 20-degree cut, the end result is 38.6, 38.7. Call it 38 degrees, 40 degrees in there somewhere. Okay, that clears that up. Now, let's do the geometry on the front. Okay, you can see how I've got this set. And it looks to me like this angle in relation to the ground is, and in relation to this beam, front beam, which is also parallel with the ground, is 15.95, 16 degrees. So I've got 16 degrees in that direction. And now, this angle for the caster, which is in relation not to the frame but to the ground. The caster is in relation to the ground. So in order to measure that, I've got to find the ground. And to do that, I put under my knee here. I put a level on here and leveled that. And the floor it's setting on is level. So I can take a measurement from the front of this beam, which is square, to the axle, to the level, and the end result is 25 degrees. That means that if this was completely level this way, it'd be 0, and it's tilted forward 25 degrees. Well, it depends on the top is tilted back 25 degrees, forward is 25 degrees. So anywho, that gives you that 16. Let me stand up here a minute. 16 this way and 25 this way. Okay, so you've got the measurement of the front, the measurement in the back. That should give you everything you need. And if I've messed this up, email me, I'll make another video. Okay, so this ends the video on questions answered before you build. And if I messed anybody up in the other videos, I apologize. I'm Tinny from Mini Bowl Design. Try to have a really great day. Try to have a really great day. And try to have some fun today. You deserve it. Bye-bye and happy biking. Captain's log footnote. These front axles on this bike and the one before it are just 3/8 axles out of a mountain bike or a freestyle bike. And the wheels are just straight 20-inch wheels off the same bike. And the tire size on this one, if I can find it, is all kinds of advertisements. Size got to be here somewhere. There we go. Is 20 by 1.35. 20 by 1.35. 20-inch wheel. 20 by 1.35 tire. And the cheapest ones I could find were Primo Comets. Primo Comets. And what I did was on this tab that you weld on, I simply drilled a 3/8 hole, slid it through, put it right up against the bearing adjustment, put the nut that came with it right on and just tightened it up, and that pulled everything right up, and that's what holds it in place. Then what was left for axles sticking out, I sawed off here and then just screwed a nut right up and bottomed it out right on the adjustment for the bearing, the race. And this is not necessary. It just happened to be the bike I had this style hub on it. The other one has just a regular hub on it. You don't need that, just look cool. Actually, the one on the other side is a little smaller and different design. Okay, bye-bye.